Go Lions, huh?
I got more stories for you guys. Hey, everybody, welcome to the SideQuest, your actually weekly podcast, which is just so much fun. I'm just messaging the rest of our crew to watch us because at least they'll give us some horrible feedback. I'm Dolly Domofsky. Joining me as usual is the one, the only Aaron. What was the name we gave you the other day?
Oh, fuck if I remember.
Aaron, oh, fuck if I remember. Kelly?
Yeah, it's a party. Get it on.
Party.
Yeah, get that high energy going.
And we are also bringing with us the one, the only Sam. Do it yourself. I have no idea why I said that.
Hello. Hey, I've only been awake for like 4 hours. I normally would go to bed at, let's say, 7 a.m. I decided that was a perfect time to mow the lawn, like a normal person would.
Perfect.
Didn't go to bed until like 10 or 11. So here I am some hours later doing this, but I have feelings on Nintendo.
Oh, boy, there's lots to talk about today.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. We have lots to talk about. How right we were on the podcast last week with the Nintendo Direct predictions, how the news broke about the PlayStation Classic, some of the stuff that we're playing, and, of course, my phenomenal color coordination.
And if Tom shows up, we're going to talk about Spider-Man.
If Tom shows up, you guys will talk about Spider-Man.
And we're going to talk about Batman.
Batman's.
Art.
What Batman?
Oh, there was a Batman thing. Don't worry, we'll get into it when Tom gets here.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Good. Anyways, how you guys doing?
Sam, you want to take this one?
Tired. Are we talking about games yet? Or
we can talk about games. Real quick. No, I did not color coordinate. This shirt is. Do you remember this shirt, Sam, from the Drake's shirt from E3 that they handed out?
Yes, I have that shirt. In fact,
yeah, this is the first time wearing it. So wow. So they handed out these Drakes who had these. Sorry, Drakes, you're not sponsoring us yet. They had these.
Like the singer?
No, I wish. No, we were not in his feelings. We were in their little cupcake things. Apparently, they had like those little edibles, whatever. The little cakey filled,
like pot brownies.
Kind of, they're basically pot brownies with white cream.
Yeah, just like knockoff Swiss rolls and stuff like that. Yeah,
knockoff Swiss rolls. Thank you. God, it's been so long since I had a Swiss roll. Hey, by the way, actual Swiss rolls are phenomenal. Any knockoff Swiss roll is bad.
If you just need that synthetic sugar, man, there it is.
Yep. And then I just happened to put this hat on because my hair is a complete mess.
And I went back to the blue watch.
And oh shit, I had a blue watch and I had
those blue headphones. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go Lions. Go Lions.
I thought you were repping the Blue Jays for a minute there.
They're repping the Blue Jays as if. But no, it's totally by happenstance did not choose the color coordination. But whatever. It's colors. I like the blues. My favorite color is actually purple, so whatever.
I have an update.
Oh, please go ahead.
We should get into this. I don't know if you caught this part. I think Sam was here for this part. I think it was last week or the week before. I was talking about how my big poops broke my toilet.
Yes.
Turns out that's not what happened. It turns out the entire corner of my building sunk into the foundation, which caused a bend in the pipe.
What?
So my week has had construction workers showing up to get under my building every day at like 6 a.m. to elevate the corner of the building and straighten it back out and then fix it. And then they were like, okay, the work's done. Everything's straightened. And I stepped 1 foot into the bathroom and the combined weight of the toilet and my foot sunk the toilet into the floor. So they had to come back. They had to come back and totally rebuild the floor.
Because of your goddamn foot.
Just from the weight, just because there was no, like, whatever was, they removed like a support beam or something when they were lifting the building and then just didn't put it back. So it turns out it was bad construction, not giant poops.
Oh shit.
The fuck, everybody.
It was bad construction the whole time.
Knew I wasn't having giant poops. I'm a thin boy.
You're a tall boy, is what you are, but it's okay. We'll let that go. Goodness. We can talk about the there you go. Thanks for posting that, Ryan. You dumbass. We could talk a little bit about what we're playing. I have not been playing anything new from last week. That's why I'm going first. Just a little bit more of South Park and a little bit more of Ryan Gann is posting screen caps of us being dorks. We're not paying attention to this chat. A little bit more of God of War and more Dragon Quest 6 and Animal Crossing on the iPhone. I think those are the four main locations that I've been playing. I'm still reviewing Planet Alpha, which came out I think like a week ago, and then The Gardens Between Us, I think, or The Gardens Between. I am reviewing that on the Switch. That is out, I believe, this week, and the embargo is up today. That's a good game. I loved it at PAX East earlier this year. I think we gave it a Team Choice Award, and it's really good. But that's not my review. My full review will happen in the next couple days here. That's all I got. How about you, Sam? What have you been playing?
Been building the Labo car kit, vehicle kit, I think it's called.
I saw you building that.
Yeah. Man, does that first initial steering wheel take a long time to build. Before you can play the adventure mode, which is arguably why you'd want to get this kit. And it's fun. I need to build the other two vehicles, but again, the first one, the initial setup's like maybe 5 hours. And that's kind of a commitment, I would think, with a kid. Let alone by yourself if you wanted to crank that out in one session. Obviously, you could break it up. The game encourages you to break it up, but you can build the pedal within like an hour, I would say. And there's a fun little slot car race, but you want the adventure mode. So there's that. The adventure mode is fun. Still need to build the other vehicles. Mm-hmm. Trying to think. I've just been playing some Fortnite with friends. Otherwise,
Fortnite with friends.
And just a little bit more of that Frozen Synapse too. Still trying to figure out that game a little bit before we make anything with it.
I just need you to know that I'm pretty sure neither I nor Tom know anything about that game and don't intend to for when we record that video.
I know, but Tom said he was going to record it because my internet sucks. So I was hoping we could play a multiplayer game, but no, I'm just doing it. So I want it to be better than the last tactical performance I gave, I guess, in a game like that.
Did our blooper reel make it out? Was that part of that video?
No, I still have it. The initial video was too long to begin with.
Well, I mean, you know, when you can cut out 40 minutes of every conceivable issue happening in a row, it makes for editing a video pretty easy.
You're not lying.
Is that it? I mean, is that all you got?
There was one more, and now I forget it.
Well, I have been playing the Nintendo Switch Online stuff, but we'll get to that in a little bit.
Oh, got it. Forza Horizon 4 demo.
Oh, okay.
Man, is that a step up graphically from Forza Horizon 3, and I feel like it runs smoother presentation-wise and just overall performance of the game. It looks so much like I've just been playing Forza Horizon 3 a little bit too, so like seeing that in comparison, like the night races, like shadows cast off of cars, like completely differently, like I feel like more realistically than they have in the past, and it's just strange to see such a leap from that. And I feel like it's the same engine, right? Just with enhancements. It looks great.
It's Forza. So sadly, Forza has been the only game series that I've been buying on the Xbox One. It's the only thing I bought on Xbox One over the last like 3-4 years. It feels like it is Forza and Forza Horizon. I actually skipped Forza 7 last year because I was still playing Horizon 3 and still playing Forza 6. So Looks like Horizon 4 is going to take everything I've been hearing about it is exactly what you're saying. Is it really does seem like they've kind of poured their heart and soul into just perfecting everything, at least in this demo, in the beta. So the demo, whatever. Cool. I'm gonna have to hop on that. When that game comes out, when like early October?
No, I think it's the end of September. Is it the 28th?
Was it really? Okay.
It might be.
Okay. Iran, what have you been playing?
Fucking nothing, dude.
Fucking nothing.
No,
I remember what your name was. Aaron hates everything Kelly. Or Aaron has a problem with everything Kelly.
That's probably a better one because I'm pretty sure that first one is copyrighted by a YouTuber.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. There's a YouTuber named I Hate Everything, so.
Isn't that every YouTuber?
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
No, I finished Spider-Man. I'm good.
Yeah, I think the majority of staff has finished Spider-Man. I have it still in the wrapper, and it's going to be, I guarantee you this week or weekend it's popping out. I'm going all in.
But I have been watching a lot of different people playing that Call of Duty Blops Royale mode. Yeah. I've been watching.
Did you say Blops Royale?
I did, yeah.
That's a good name.
Yeah. I've been trying to make that thing stick for like 2 weeks now.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I've been watching a lot of people play that. I might buy a Call of Duty. I'm a Battlefield guy. I don't like Call of Duty at all, but I might buy this game for that mode. That game, it looks really fun.
We'll get that review code over to you if you want it. Maybe you'll be the guy that reviews it this year. Sam, did you review it last year?
No, I reviewed it back when it first was Advanced Warfare.
Oh, that's right. I reviewed it last year with the World War II one. Okay, and that's actually, I haven't played it in a while. I loaned it out, the review copy they gave us, and like about a month ago, just because I was anticipating Blops 4, but I haven't had any time to play anything. So. But I like World War II. So yeah, Blops 4. All right. Well, I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, like I said, everybody's been talking. It was one of those weird, because Sam and I played it at E3 and we got our asses handed to us.
Man, that game. I mean, I've played some of the beta. You sent me over a code for some of that stuff, and just the multiplayer stuff is still. Hey, were you bad at Call of Duty before? Like, guess what? It's going to happen here. And the thing, I've played a couple of matches of the Battle Royale, and I haven't played it towards the end of the beta period, and I think they bumped it up to 100 players at the end, right?
They did, yep.
Yeah, like I didn't play any of that. When I was playing, it was still at 80. And I feel what makes Call of Duty worth it to players is you can go in and get completely wrecked for like 4 deaths, but then kill like 3 people in 1 life and die again, maybe kill 1 the next round, and you feel like you're doing okay. And that's totally fine as a gameplay loop, but that gets taken away when you do that in Battle Royale, because you might be queuing for a couple minutes, then you load in, you haven't seen anybody for 12 out of the 20 minutes these games last, and then you get shot in the back, and that's it, because it's Call of Duty.
So here's the thing.
You just have to do that again. I don't think people will stick to that, unfortunately.
See, I agree with everything you just said, except for the fact that I saw that happening, and that was the thing that made me want to play Call of Duty finally. Because Call of Duty, like the multiplayer gameplay loop of Call of Duty, is like small enclosed maps, and you're never more than 5 or 10 seconds without seeing somebody, whether you win or lose. You're always in the action. And I've never been that player. Like, I play Battlefield. Like, I'm the dude who's sitting back on a hill watching tanks and then like sniping them with rockets. Like, I play those games slow. And then I saw this going on, and it's like, oh, this dude's flying over here, and there's nobody here, and he's just getting some guns, and then he gets to approach people from a distance. Like, that's something that doesn't really ever happen in a Call of Duty. Like, it's not just Twitch reactions, not Twitch, the streaming servers, like, snap reactions. Like, it's not having to react before you can even think about what the situation is. It's being able to see somebody and being like, oh, shit, I bet I can get that guy from this angle. Oh, shit, there's somebody coming up behind that guy, and neither of them have seen me yet. Like, it's a whole new style of gameplay for Call of Duty. And it's just very exciting to me. Plus, I'm a fan of Battlegrounds, and it looks kind of like Battlegrounds, like more so than Fortnite, anyway.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Fortnite is a completely different beast in the battle royale like landscape because of its building stuff. And there's not another realistic, well, unless you count H1Z1, but
I don't.
yeah, exactly. Auto Royale though seems cool. I wish more battle royals did it. I don't know. I just don't know if it's like going to get the Call of Duty fans interested in it. I know that there's a market for it. My other question is though, what about Battlefield? They said they're working on a like battle royale style game.
Oh, I'm gonna play that one too. I'm like that. That's just happening. Whether or not that their take on battle royale is good. Like I've been watching that Battlefield 5 coverage, and that's been enough to make me want to play. So hopefully their mode is good, but even if it's not, that's okay. But the flip side of that is that this mode in Call of Duty is making me interested in Call of Duty. And I mean, if I get the game for that mode, at some point I'm going to need to take a break from that mode, and that's where I'll play the story. Maybe try some of the other modes, which I would never do before because I would never get the game. So,
well, this Call of Duty doesn't have a story.
Oh, really? Is this the one they took the story out of?
They took the single player out, and they do have sort of that co-op zombies, weird, stupid story mode thing, right?
Yeah, I'll give that a shot then.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, so I've just been watching a lot of that instead of playing anything this week because that's captured my attention in a way that it hasn't really been captured since Battlegrounds. What's up, Tom?
Hey, Tom joined us.
What's up, boys?
You're just in time.
We talk about Batman's dick?
Well, not yet. We're about to, but first of all, we're going to talk about what you've been playing.
Oh, I only played like 40 hours of Destiny since we last talked. That's about it.
Why?
Why? Because it's good.
Okay. Good.
I hit the soft cap and then the slog from there to 530. So they drop the soft cap is 500. When you finish the main story, you're about there. Then they drop you into a new area where all the enemies are like 530. So you're just getting whooped left and right. So that's pretty fun. So I've been grinding to get up to 530.
I think I may have like 3 copies or 4 copies of Destiny 2. I have there was
actually I have it for every platform that's available.
I might have that as well. I have it for PS4. I have 2 copies for PS4. One was that I bought for like $7 at Best Buy, and the other one was the free PlayStation Plus version.
All right. Okay,
good. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of good things about this all of a sudden. Destiny's back. Took a couple years.
Yeah, it's really good. It's what it should be.
So my question to you about Destiny is, obviously this Destiny 2 has been a lot bumpier than Destiny 1. Destiny 1, of course, kind of came out pretty bland and then really ramped up and became a sort of an awesome game. And then towards the end, but the Destiny 2 came up and has been just almost stagnant. I mean, it came up at the time when Fortnite and PUBG and other battle royale games were popping in. But do you expect them to maintain a user base now, or do you?
Yeah, they've been like they have straight up Destiny conventions that
True.
Like the player base is there. I have no trouble finding games on any platform, even PS4, which is the platform that like all of my friends left to go to PC.
What they play? Oh, PC.
I've been maining on PS4 just because I was already leveled up there.
This expansion that everybody's playing now, Forsaken, right?
Yeah.
It's the first expansion after all the DLC you would get from the first season pass, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just making sure because if it was still part of that season pass, I might have been reinstalling Destiny, but
the new multiplayer mode they added is sick. It's kind of a PvE multiplayer mode that also crosses over with PvP moments where like you can open a portal and go into someone else's area and then like try and take out their guys to fuck them up in their PvE situation. It's pretty good.
Cool.
We that's the game type I played at E3.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It was really Gambit's really interesting. It's probably the coolest addition they've made to that game in years. So I'm really into it so far.
Is it open to everybody this weekend? I think
so.
Yeah, I might re-download that on PS4 just to play that game type in my like class as opposed to playing with a weird wizard at E3.
You did really good at E3 though. I gotta say, I think you cleaned
Well,
out.
you can still shoot people in the head no matter what class you're in.
Yeah, man.
Good.
That's good about it.
I will ask one more question about Destiny. How many more expansions, and is Destiny 3 like the next big legit thing they're going to do?
Well, Destiny 3 is probably going to be next year.
You think so? Really?
Well, they were supposed to be on a 2-year cycle. Destiny 2 got delayed a year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the plan has always been a Destiny every 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah, but don't you think that since this one got delayed a year, that they'll say 2 years from this one, so it'd be the year after?
2 years. 2 years from this one, so the year after would be next year.
Because this one actually came out last year.
It came out last September.
Right.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Really? Oh my god.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. It kind of fell off after it launched, but it's been picking up steam since E3.
No, it's BattleNet.
Oh, nicely done.
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
It has been picking up.
Their like roadmap for the next year is all just live event stuff. It's not any more story stuff. They seem to be done with story stuff for this game, and I think that's because next year we're going to get the thing, as was originally planned.
How many? How does this compare to Destiny 1 in terms of DLCs, or expansions, I should say?
It's about the same. So like Destiny 1, it had like more of them because it had an extra year tacked on.
Right.
But this one, like this is like that first Taken King expansion where it just updated the whole game. And I had like a ton of stuff, except I'd say this is way longer. Like I could burn through the Taken King expansion like 6 hours, whereas I still have not gotten to the end of the the Forsaken like missions, because once you finish that, there's a whole end game section that is like quest based that I still can't access because I'm too low level. So
it might be worth looking into getting this expansion if this is going to be the last big expansion.
Yeah, and even the main quest line took me like 13 hours, 12 hours. Yeah, and that's not including. That's not including like.
Go ahead.
What were you saying?
No, the main quest line of the expansion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't played since the first raid, the Leviathan, I think.
Yeah.
Is what it was called. I did that, and then I don't think I've played since.
Yeah, this one's pretty good. I haven't touched the raid yet. From all accounts, people seem to be liking it a lot. But I haven't had any experience. I haven't looked into anything on it because I want it to be fresh for me. So that's where I'm at. Shooting dudes still feels real good.
Yeah, it was always the best part of that game.
Yeah, you shoot dudes in the head and they just pop. It's real fucking good. All right, what's next?
Batman.
Batman. I want to hear about Batman's dongus.
We're talk about Batman's dingus. What's the name of that new line they got? Is it like
Damned?
Is it just
DC, like the Black
Dark?
Label or something?
DC Black Label, that's it. And man, they show Batman's dick right out the gate, huh?
Yeah, they do. Hey man, couldn't wait to get naked.
I fucking posted in the group chat today. I'm like, yo, I'll podcast, but all we can talk about is Batman's fucking dick, like just hanging dong right in that thing. And Aaron was like, yo, what is this a thing? Like, are you just making this up? Or are you just talking shit? And I dropped it into our Not Safe for Work channel. And you were like, all right. Yeah, like he definitely hung dick right there. Like just straight up. He's like, all right, I'm in the Batcave. I'm taking off my clothes and here's my dick.
Which raises so many questions, because it's like, even if you try to suggest that this is a point in Batman's career where he doesn't have young boys hanging around, he's still hanging out with Alfred, right? Like, there's still people in the Batcave. Like, oh yeah,
but that boy's just swinging around, man.
Just an old man servant. I'm just gonna get my dick out. Fine. What do you think of this, Alfred? Look at it. What do you think, Alfred?
When he dresses to the right, so to speak.
Yeah.
How is it? Yeah. Between that and the president's dick looking like Toad.
Oh man, it's been a week, man. It's been a week of dicks.
and people getting mad about Bert and Ernie. Like, it's been a great week.
I'm just staring up my Totem Amiibo. By the way, somebody posted a search for like sex items or whatever on Amazon, the results, and Captain Toad was #1.
Yeah, it was.
It went on sale, by the way, so I might actually pick it up. I'd imagine that it's gone through the roof.
Yeah.
Good, excellent. So no more dongs. Let's talk about some other news.
Oh, you can't promise that. You don't know.
Sure. We don't know that there's not going to be. We have a couple of things in news. One, I did mention how we were so fucking right about the Nintendo Direct. Like John and you, Aaron, I think you even mentioned bigger controllers. Surprisingly, the NES Classic controllers are bigger than the console.
Yeah.
So Aaron got that right too.
Looking out for #1.
I'm going to order them.
Yeah, I'm tempted to as well. I'm never going to use them. I'm going to order them and sell them on eBay.
Nah, I just want to have them.
You just want to have them. The other news, obviously, Luigi's Mansion 3.
Can we just talk about all the people who are really fucking pissed off that you need to be a subscriber to buy them, even though you can only play them with the NES Classic games, and you can only get the NES Classic games as a subscriber, so it should be a fucking non-issue, but everyone has to champion this as an anti-consumer thing because they need something to fucking yell about.
That's it. That's exactly it. I mean, they're not even good controllers. There are better Bluetooth NES controllers that you can use with the Switch. Go
get the 8BitDo ones. Go get that weird adapter that lets you connect a fucking 360 controller to it. 8BitDo literally makes a fucking adapter that looks like a Mario PAL block or whatever that you plug into the Switch, and you could connect a PlayStation controller, you can connect a Xbox controller, and it works fairly well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are a million options for that. The only reason, like, this clearly wasn't meant to be a mass market consumer product because it looks like a fucking, like,
it looks ugly, to be honest.
The packaging looks like RMA parts. Like, you'd get parts to, like, fix something.
Like, it looks like PDP created it or something.
Yeah, it's not, like, made to be on a shelf. It's made to be sold directly from them to whoever cares. It's basically like, remember when Club Nintendo would let you buy those gold nunchucks and Wiimotes for...
Yeah, I missed out on that.
Yeah, I missed out on that too. I found a bunch. I actually this weekend found a bunch of the Club Nintendo Zelda Skyward Sword posters they sent out.
I got those too. Those are badass. That's the one I had.
Really good. Yeah, but like this is just an extension of that. So like, I don't understand why everyone's getting so mad. But what you should be mad about is the other thing, which is fucking them. First off, still not letting you back up cloud saves. Not cloud saves, just not letting you download your saves to a fucking USB stick like every other console, and deleting them if you stop paying for the service.
Yeah, that's the shitty part. Deleting them if you stop paying the
They're literally holding your saves hostage.
They really are.
It's incredible.
Well, they're holding your cloud saves hostage. Your cloud saves, I think, is from what it sounded like, is they're the only thing cloud saves are is just backups from what's on your Switch.
And then they're fucking like, oh, we're not gonna let you do like cloud saving things like Pokemon because you could fucking duplicate a Pokemon. Who gives a fuck? People have been duplicating Pokemon since the fucking Game Boy.
So what that I think what that kind of exposes is Nintendo not having the foresight to figure out how to control that kind of stuff. I mean, there's definitely server-based things, and there are things that are, stuff on the console. Nintendo did not plan ahead. And that's they're just it's just bad design by them.
Yeah, it's who would have known that Nintendo would fuck up a fucking online service?
I almost guarantee you that they didn't even think about cloud saves until recently when there was an outcry about it. Because I don't think cloud saves were ever even mentioned on the online service when they first debuted the Switch, right?
I think they did announce it when they just started finally talking about the service because people were like, "Oh, okay, of course they're going to add cloud saves," but that was about it.
Yep. And they're like, "Oh, fuck! All these games are being made, and we can't modify the code too much." So yeah,
I don't fucking get it, man. I don't know how they could bungle an online launch so badly.
All I can think is that going forward, you'll see this stuff being handled differently. But for the games that are coming out this year, it's probably a moot point.
Did you see Tristan Cooper on, like, I forget where he writes for? It's either Geekly or Dorkly or something like that.
Dorkly,
Dorkly. He wrote this thing about all of the really sad messages in Splatoon 2 because people are leaving because like kids can't afford, like it's a really hard sell for like an 8-year-old to be like, I need an online service.
Mm-hmm.
So like their parents, all that shit. But then there's also a bunch of people like, I can't wait for all the fucking pores to be gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you haven't looked at that, I definitely
get the 99% off of here.
Yeah, I definitely
Splatoon 2
recommend
is
checking out that piece because
That's
he just
not a bad
includes a
idea.
ton of screenshots of just shit like that.
That's great. We'll check it out. My daughter actually, because my daughter is a nut for Splatoon 2, and she goes, Dad, I'm not gonna be able to play it online. I'm like, yo, I only paid $35 on your online for your, don't worry about it. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They made the most exploitable system on purpose.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
just
I mean,
fucking
that game is
take advantage of it.
hacked. That game is hacked to bits because you play that online. We'll play that and you'll have low-level characters with like the highest gear sets. And
Yeah,
they get low-level because they've hacked the game and they're able to exploit all kinds of stuff.
Well,
so
within a fucking week, people have completely emulated the fucking Switch on PC when that thing came out. So like, of course, everything they're still gonna be like, you can't back up Dead Cells. I'm like, I can't back up fucking Dead Cells.
Mhm.
Like if I fucking mess with that game, like if I save scum in that game, the only person I'm hurting is me. There's no online. There's no trophy system. Like what the fuck? I don't get it. I'm sorry. I'm getting worked up over it. Like I've been thinking about this all week.
Well, they had save states that you could trade with people on like every other Nintendo game because you could actually send saves back and forth to like from 3DS games and was it 3DS games and like even freaking Wii U games or something. You could actually upload saves online and download them.
Oh, for everything. I use services like that all the fucking time because I'm in the business of having to make videos from video games. So I'm like, I'm not going to play Grand Theft Auto 5 all the fucking way through, but I'm going to download a completed save and download it. But like, I don't get this company. I know I'm like dominating the conversation right now, and I apologize for that, but I don't get
That's what you do every week. Okay.
I know I don't get how they keep doing this.
Yeah.
They suck. That's how they keep doing it. They just suck.
But like hire, like your Nintendo, you have enough money to hire like pretty much whatever engineer you want. Like I hate to say this, but like hire some fucking like people who worked for Xbox.
Yeah.
In the past, like hire some of like the old people who figure that out because they figured it fucking out.
Google it.
Yeah.
Google it. www.unity.com.
And like they're doing special offers and shit too, right? Like that's what they're doing with the online service.
The only special offer so far is the 2 Switch controllers, right? Or the NES controller, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, the one thing that's actually nice with the online is those the games that they have for the Netflix. I think they Sam Makovic or someone called it on ours. Netflix, and that's going to stick, guaranteed. But the one thing that I really liked about that, not necessarily the games. I mean, I have an NES Classic plugged in somewhere so I can play basically all the same games, but it's how quick you can jump in and out of games and suspend states. It's actually nicely done. Every ROM is loaded up onto this like 52 meg file that you download. So I imagine that you're just going to be re-downloading that same file every time there's an update. But I've also got the Japanese version too, because if you have a Japanese account on your Switch, you can download that. Yeah, the Famicom games.
But it's a really sweet icon too.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I want those Famicom controllers. That's what I want.
I will pay upwards of $200 for those.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be on eBay for sure. But yeah, how quick that is actually really nice, and I'm curious if that is just them finally figuring out how to re-engineer emulated ROMs into a device because seems to work fine. The games are every Mario 1 and 3, Zelda. It's every game you've already played a million times over.
Oh, they got 3 on there.
What's that? Yeah, 3's on there. I haven't really figured out any of the special online stuff. I mean, granted, it's only been out for like 24 hours now, so I haven't really spent that much time on it. But I didn't notice anything all that special. And I still hate that they haven't updated the fucking controls so that you still have to press select to cycle through menus and start to hit enter instead of, up, down with the D-pad and A to make selections. So that's still something. That's one thing I would have hoped they would have picked. But Hey, retro consoles are all the rage, and we'll get into the other retro console in a second here. But so yeah, Switch Online, $35 or $20.
Or if you're a fucking idiot, $4 if you want to buy it monthly.
Yeah, exactly. Somehow
it comes out to more than double the fucking price.
Yeah, just spend your $20 as a single person. You're okay, or do it with friends. Actually, you don't want to do it with friends because whatever. Yeah, do that.
I'm thinking about Batman's dick again.
We need to screen cap your face and just draw Batman. Like, you have the green screen there. We'll put Batman's dick behind it. Let's see what else. Yeah, Luigi's Mansion 3. So that was announced, which is pretty cool.
I was so excited because I thought they were putting Luigi's Mansion 1 onto Switch as well, and then I was pissed off because I'm like, oh nope, that's still a fucking DS game.
It is. It's a short game. Luigi's Mansion 1. I'm actually staring at the my GameCube stack over there. I have 4 GameCube games left that are on my to buy list. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, Resident Evil 0, Super Mario Sunshine. I'm sorry, 5. Luigi's Mansion and Geist. I have to replay Luigi's Mansion because I've forgotten about it. 3 of the games have been re-released or are being re-released, and then really, like I said, Geist and Mario Sunshine are the only 2. Mario Sunshine is for sure coming out for the Switch at some point.
Here's the thing. I don't know how they do it.
What do you mean?
Because the whole thing for Mario Sunshine was that and I am like, Mario Sunshine is my favorite Mario game, so I would absolutely kill for it.
You're a broken human being.
How they will, because the water worked because of the analog triggers, which were pressure sensitive. So the amount
you were pressing, did have some nice,
yeah. So the amount you were pressing would be the strength and like the distance of the thing of like the spray.
Sure. So you know how Nintendo's going to do it is that
they're going to sell you new Joy-Con,
and you're going to tilt the Joy-Con forward to spray more or less.
That literally sounds like hell.
Yeah, it totally does.
What if they make you shake the Joy-Con really hard to shoot farther?
That's Batman's dick again.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about it.
I can't wait for the Batman Black Label VR game.
There you go. Let's see other major things. I will say Tom got trolled in the most beautiful pairing of tweets on the planet. You have one tweet where he's like,
all caps, fuck you, Nintendo.
All caps, fuck you, Nintendo. And then right after that is, I'm crying.
Oh, don't worry, Nintendo. We cool,
Nintendo.
A part of me knew that it was going to go that way because I don't even think Nintendo is that cruel.
Dude, Sam called it. Sam said this is exactly how it was going to go down, right? He said, Sam? You were like, yeah, they're going to show Isabelle, and she's going to be wondering where people are, and she's going to be in the town, and then all of a sudden she's going to appear as a freaking Smash character.
What I will say is Isabelle's a weird choice because she only appeared in New Leaf. So she's like the newest character.
She is mega popular though. There's some fan art shit.
But there are a lot of people who want to fuck any animal character.
There's some
but I would have preferred like Rossetti and his cool pickaxe so he can yell at you for not saving the game properly.
Rossetti is
that would be cool.
You could have had the dog guitarist, and that could have played off Jigglypuff.
Nope, he's already in there as a fucking assist trophy.
Assist trophy, yeah.
And he plays on Saturdays.
Isn't Rossetti an assist trophy or no?
I don't think so.
He might be.
Rossetti is my favorite amiibo of all time.
My favorite amiibo is Mr. Waluigi, who I'm looking at right now.
I'm staring at Waluigi right now. I have 2 Waluigi amiibo. So they are re-releasing all the amiibo on from the first Smash Brothers generation.
I bought a Chibi Robo today.
You got the Chibi Robo for like $6?
Mm-hmm.
You know what's funny is you bought Chibi Robo, the amiibo, for $6. You can get the game and the amiibo for like $4.99.
I don't need that.
Yeah, so you just paid $1.
I will pay the extra $1 to not have extra stuff in my life.
I will say, I wonder if they're going to be releasing a new amiibo for Isabelle, because they are going to have a.
They have 2 already.
They have 2, but they're not Smash amiibo.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm curious. Just add more shit to my collection. Did I tell you I ordered like all the I have the Monster Hunter Stories amiibo from Japan. I ordered all of them because they're
I ordered the Rathalos one.
Yeah, I have the Rathalos and I have a couple of them. I have like 3 of them, I think. They're really good. And yeah, so Animal Crossing on Switch, which was Tom Nook being Jason Bateman from Ozark.
Now listen. A lot of people hate Tom Nook.
I fucking love Tom. Tom Nook is boss.
Here's the thing about
Best.
here's my thing in defense of Tom Nook. I hear a lot of people calling him a slumlord. I hear a lot of people calling him a shameless opportunist.
Mm.
But here's the thing about him. You come to a new city, a new town, with nothing but the clothes on your fucking back.
Mm-hmm.
And he gives you a home. He gives you an interest-free loan that you could just fucking pay back whenever. And he keeps giving you chances to expand your house with the same interest-free loan that you could just fucking pay back for whatever. So I think he deserves more of a fucking award than anything else.
That sounds to me like entrapment. That sounds to me like Tom Nook's fucking village has like a weird demographic thing that they need to fill, and he is just throwing enticements at you to keep you there.
You know what? Give me the free house. I'm cool. I'll be Tom Nook's bitch for as long as he wants.
I mean, yeah. I mean, on the one hand, sure. On the other hand, fuck that capitalist.
Sure.
No.
Oh, God.
If there's one thing I've learned from following friend of the show and possible drifter murderer Jeff Grubb, it's that capitalism is actually good and I'm wrong.
That boy does love his capitalism.
He does love capitalism.
Jeff Capitalism
and
Grubb.
pre-ordering, if Twitter is to be believed, after today.
What did he pre-order?
He's just defending. He was talking about how much he hates YouTubers who are always talking about like, don't pre-order. I mean, you know, because Jeff Grubb loves pre-ordering. He helps pre-order everything.
You know, one thing Jeff Grubb probably pre-ordered was the PlayStation Classic.
I pre-ordered that today.
I pre-ordered that fucker too.
Fucking capitalists.
Sam, did you pre-order that?
It doesn't even have the good. It doesn't even have the good Final Fantasy on it.
It has the shitty controllers. Has shitty controllers. These are the non-analog controllers, which mean that certain games that people are crying for will not be on this console.
I was not a PlayStation kid growing up. I have no interest in this. They mentioned somebody mentioned that I guess the Sega system that was announced earlier this year or shown earlier this year.
Back. Yeah.
It's going to be a piece of garbage.
Did anybody even remember that thing was announced?
Nope.
I did.
I don't think Sega did either.
I remembered because it was it's being produced by the same company that produced that one last year that was so bad that they had to send new units out to reviewers because it was inoperable.
Jesus.
Yeah. Oof. But I'm curious because what could be on this thing?
There's a reason Sega got out of the console game, right?
Yeah.
What do you guys think is going to be on this?
I think Legend of Dragoon is going to be on it.
Dude, that game was awesome. Legend of Dragoon was fantastic. Put Final Fantasy VIII.
Yep.
On PlayStation 5. You know, if they did that, that's an instant buy for a lot of folks.
It's not going to be on there. They got Final Fantasy VII on there. There's no fucking way they'll put it on there with.
Especially because the only reason those games are coming to Switch is because they're already they already have commercial emulated versions elsewhere.
Yeah. They're on PS4 already.
They can't have Tony Hawk because it's abandonware. There's no fucking license holder for that. They're probably not going to have Crash because that's now owned by a different company.
Yeah.
They're not going to have Spyro.
They're going to have fucking Jet Moto probably, which is fine because that game fucking owns Bones.
Are they going to have Wipeout? Was that a PlayStation 1 game?
Maybe.
Yeah. Like
Gran Turismo?
Gran Turismo, they could have. Can they have Ridge Racer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet Ridge Racer will be on there. My money, my
it is, isn't it? Like Ridge Racer 3 is on there.
Is that one of the ones before they announced?
Yeah.
My money's on Legend of Dragoon being on there as one of the final 16 or whatever that they haven't announced yet. Because I don't like. I was thinking about RPGs, and like with Final Fantasy VII announced, I'm sure that they won't, like, for all the reasons stated, they won't put Final Fantasy VIII on there. And Final Fantasy IX is coming elsewhere, so they won't put it on that.
What about Airgees, God Save the Ring? Or God Bless the Ring. God Bless the Ring.
Do they own the rights for that still?
Who fucking knows? It's got... I was about to say Fox McCloud, but Cloud Strife in it.
Yeah. The only thing I remember from that game is we had a copy of that game at the youth center when I was a kid. And I never learned any of the characters except there was one dude who had a robot leg and it would fold up at the knee and a missile would shoot out of it.
All right.
This game's all right.
So they ain't going to put Resident Evil 1 or 2 on there, but maybe 3?
They could do one. I think they do
Why
one or
would you?
two.
One is already out on the PS4.
Okay, and they're also emulated on the PS4, which means the work is fucking done.
Yeah, but you already got it. Why bother putting that same game out? I mean, I think
You could get
want
Final
3.
Fantasy VII on the PS4 already, but it's there anyway.
No, that's true. They stuck it in there too. Yeah, you're right.
If anything, it means it's less work for them. Cool borders. They'll put cool borders.
Cool orders. Ape Escape, I think, required it.
It is the game that came with it. Probably Parappa.
Parappa, maybe, yeah.
You think they go Parappa and not Jammer?
I think they go Parappa and not Jammer.
Yeah, you go with Parappa, yeah.
Which sucks because Jammer is a
better
drastically better game.
Yep.
I'm looking at this list of Sony exclusives for PS1.
Do you think they do the most incomprehensible move ever and put Monster Rancher on there?
No, because you can't fucking put in the CDs and get all the good monsters.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. So do you think they do it?
How fucking good would that be? My favorite thing about this, they'll put some Tekken game on there, some Twisted Metal game.
Well, Tekken's already on there.
Tekken 3, I think, is the one they announced.
They'll put a Twisted Metal game. They'll probably put Twisted Metal 2.
Yeah, Twisted Metal will be on there. Tekken, I think, is already on there. The Tenchu, do you think Tenchu will be on there? Or Klonoa?
Maybe Klonoa.
You don't want too many RPGs, I don't think, right? You don't want like a Suikoden or anything on there because those are already...
Yeah.
How about the original Spider-Man for PS1?
How about Crash Team Racing? They licensed that out.
Dude, yeah, I can dig that. Vagrant Story.
Crash Team Racing is better than Mario Kart 64. I don't give a fuck.
You know they'll throw a Mega Man X game on there. Maybe Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Oh, I wouldn't.
What about Vigilante 8?
That'd be cool.
Oh, I remember that game. Yeah.
Let me tell you what I love about this announcement is it was everyone coming out with their fucking like these are the games I want on it, and it was all like everyone just trying to out obscure each other and like with their fucking weird hipster
Oddworld Apes Odyssey.
Not even that. They're saying like, oh, fucking air geese and games I've never fucking heard of before, and I'm a fucking nerd. Like,
I think the bigger question isn't just what games are going to be on there. By the way, Legacy of Kain. Was it Soul Reaver?
Soul Reaver was on there.
That would be a good one.
But Blood Omen was PS2.
Okay, was that PS2? Okay.
You think Killer 7 will be on there?
No, because it wasn't a fucking PS1 game.
That was PS2, bitch. Yeah. What about like Silent Hill? Oh, was like Siphon Filter one of the...
Siphon Filter was one of the last PS1 games.
Was Splinter Cell ever on PS1?
No, that was a PS2 era.
They're going to throw a Metal Gear Solid on there. They kind of have to, right?
Yeah. It's already emulated. You can already get that. The work is done.
Same with Symphony of the Night. Those are all emulated. I think the bigger question isn't what games are going to be on there, because you can get a good list of all the third-party games that are... The
bigger question is what frames are they going to let us play these games in?
Yeah, because the games look... This was an ugly-ass era for video games. There's a reason that it looked fine on CRT TVs, because you blow that shit up. Final Fantasy VII, the original one, looks like ass.
Well, it's just a straight-up HDMI plug, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's going to be...
But it's not HD, it's just HDMI.
You're still yes, it's like the SNES Classic, where it's still HDMI, but it's still 4:3 original aspect ratio.
But at least
they put the work in to make it 4:3, right?
At least, it wasn't difficult to actually just blow up pixels, but you're dealing with polygons on like the PS1 and the N64.
Well, when you run a PS1 or PS2 game on like a PS3, it would do its own like internal upscaling and smoothing for a while. Yeah. Like to an extent. So probably have some of that.
Some of that shit in there. Yeah, could be.
But I had to emulate Soul Reaver and some other PS1 games on a PC for work, and those games don't look great.
I want them to put Xenogears or the Xenosaga.
Or Xenogears.
What was the one that was only one? Xenogears. Put Xenogears on there, because that was a game that you made it like through 3/4 of the game, and then you throw in that last disc, and they're like, "Yeah, we didn't have time or money to finish it, so here's the ending just typed up for you." Here's a PDF file of the ending. Yeah, I mean, you could throw some shit on there, but
it's what, $100?
It's $100, yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, we're buying it. It's $100.
That seems right. People are acting like, oh, the price point is what's so bad. I'm like, it's $20 more than the SNES Classic. The SNES Classic was $80.
Yeah. Yep.
So like,
on the one hand, I didn't buy that shit either. On the other hand, I also haven't been complaining about the prices of these things because like, it's a like if you already think that video games are a luxury item, these things are like the next tier above that. You know what I mean? It's like, here's some weird bullshit that you can buy that's like games you can't switch out and they're all old, but you're going to buy it. It's like, yeah, okay. $100 sounds about right for that.
Yeah.
You could quite literally buy these games on your PS4 for like a third of this price, but you don't get the fun case.
Do you think they were holding on to this announcement until after the Direct, like just to make sure Nintendo wasn't going to announce?
Absolutely.
Like anything else, it's like, okay, cool, no N64 Classic.
Well, actually,
okay,
this was a TGS announcement, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was TGS.
Because it happened in the middle of the night Eastern time. Like
TGS starts today, or the 20th, right?
Started I think it started last night.
No, it's the full thing start today. I think.
The show starts today.
Well, there's a press conference.
If they go with one of the Digimon worlds.
Oh shit, Digimon World.
Those games were fucking awesome.
What else besides Spider-Man, besides Spider-Man, does Sony have this year? That's a first-party exclusive. Dreams, and then still remember Dreams.
Dreams ain't coming out.
Dreams like ever.
No.
No, they got their first-party exclusive. They got it out first, so they dominated the fucking sales. It sold more than fucking God of War.
Yeah. But is there anything else coming out this year from Sony first? So then this is their PlayStation is their holiday.
Yeah, they had Spider-Man
holiday product.
Spider-Man will continue to fucking sell through Christmas.
Yeah.
God of War probably too.
Spider-Man's pushing all that DLC out monthly, right? There's one in October and I think one in either November or December or something.
Hell yeah, give me more suits.
They've got three confirmed announced pieces of DLC for that game.
I haven't seen Aaron fall in love with a PlayStation game or any game as he's powered through Spider-Man. We mentioned it last week, but you guys got to do that spoiler cast.
Yeah, I started throwing together. Tom was down for it, and then I sent a message to John, and he just never responded to me.
Yeah, fuck John. Zach should be on it because Zach plowed through too. So did Corey. Expect a spider cast soon here. I think those consoles sell really well, but I don't think you can go that much further. I mean, you're not going to definitely not making a PS3 classic. You could make a PS2 classic because you already had the Mii styling.
I don't fucking know because PS2 emulation is incredibly CPU intensive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
Like I have an 8-core machine at work and I can't reliably emulate most PS2.
I mean, if it can power missiles, bombs over Baghdad, then it can throwing a bunch of these things into USB sticks. Yeah, I think the glory of a PlayStation 1 and the NES, Super NES, all that kind of stuff is that they're nothing more than just USB sticks with controllers attached to them. I
feel like the N64 is going to be the last one.
Of the console ones, yeah, totally.
Make a Game Boy Classic, man.
They'll make a Game Boy, or they might make a Game Boy and Game Boy Advance combo, which I wouldn't be. I'd be down for that because you don't want an ugly ass green and white Game Boy.
What they got to do is they got to figure out a way to attach a peripheral to the SNES Classic and just give us like a Game Boy player.
That'd be awesome.
Do you think they have gone so long between announcing the Nintendo 64 Classic and, well, not announcing, but between patenting it and then still not announcing it because they realized that the Nintendo 64 doesn't have games and the fact that they can't fucking license, like not license, but so many of them, like the license holders don't exist anymore and they don't have the rights to the good ones.
GoldenEye on your thing.
They could probably do Rare games now that they have that really good relationship with Nintendo, but like there aren't a lot of games for that thing.
I mean, you're going to have the 20 games on the N64 Classic would be the only 20 games that they can license.
Yeah.
They'll all be first party games.
There are fewer games for that thing than there are for the fucking PlayStation Vita.
Oh yeah, for sure. Was it like you had Mario 64 and Pilot Wings for like the first 4 or 5 months of that console?
Yeah, there are 200 Cruising USA also.
Cruising USA came out in like February of the following year. Yeah, right.
There are like 250 Nintendo 64 games that released.
Dude, there's almost like 5 times that amount of Switch games already.
The PS1 had over 1,200.
Yeah.
Like, it's a wild thing. I
By
don't know,
comparison,
man.
for sure. Yeah, I mean, I dig an N64 classic. Surprisingly enough, the one that I think could be good later on, I'd love a GameCube classic, but that
They
shit
can
was
do
pretty
that.
tiny. Would be in a weird way, a Wii classic. Just reissue the Wii with all the games loaded up on there.
Here's the thing.
That would be
They
kind of cool for like older folks. I mean, that'd be fantastic.
Or what if they just fucking sold us Wii games on our goddamn Switch, like
yeah.
they're already doing in China?
Yeah, that's true. On the Nvidia Shield, right?
No, oh yeah, on the Nvidia Shield, you can buy fucking Wii games on there, and it's the same technology as the Switch, so they
The
can
same
just
console,
fucking,
basically. Yeah.
yeah, they can flip a fucking Switch and put it over on that, but they're not gonna.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Switch.
Yeah,
it's very easy to do it. Yeah.
GameCube emulation is incredibly robust and not hard, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a GameCube, but I don't know, man.
The GameCube had some fucking awesome games that are trapped on that little console.
Yep, for real. Speaking of like all this Nintendo stuff, how long like they gotta announce soon, like in the next year, they'll announce Mario 3D World for the
oh yeah.
not 3D World. Yeah, the one that's 3D World is the one that was on
3D was the Wii U.
Wii U, that's the one. Okay. Yeah, I never played it, but I heard it was fucking great.
That was fantastic. Sandy, you played that, right?
Yeah, great game.
Yeah, I love that game.
Yeah, just take the great 3DS game and make it 4-player co-op.
I think the 3DS one is among like my favorite Mario games.
Mm-hmm. I could see them they're porting all that kind of shit onto the 3DS. I mean, that's literally the 3DS. All it is the Wii and Wii U port system. They're somehow keeping that alive with those. But I want Mario Odyssey 1 and 2. I'm sorry, Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 HD versions in a combo pack on the Switch. Give me that. I guarantee you that'll come out next year.
Those already fucking exist. They just have to press the button.
I know. Why they don't have a fucking Metroid Prime collection ready to go for this year? I mean, that would have been fucking perfect. But
give me Super Mario Strikers.
That game was badass. You're right.
That is a great game.
That was great. Every time you bring that up anywhere, everyone's like, yeah, that was a really good game. That one is trapped on the Wii. But Nintendo's 2019 lineup looks pretty good, pretty solid. I think they seem to have like a big game every month, and I kept forgetting that Bayonetta 3 is supposedly due next year, and Travis Strikes Again is due next year as well.
My bold 2019 prediction, and it's not bold at all because it's common sense. There's no way Metroid Prime comes out next year.
Yeah. I mean, you got Animal Crossing, it could be as your big game, and Pokemon as your big game next year, right?
Yeah.
Why muddle that with the Metroid Prime game?
Seeing as we have seen more of Animal Crossing at announcement than we did for fucking Metroid Prime.
Mm-hmm. True. We actually saw in-game graphics for Animal Crossing.
Yeah, we saw someone standing at a fucking desk.
I think what had happened was probably Animal Crossing was ready to go for the Wii U in most respects. Because remember when they released that dumb iOS game, they said it'll connect to the next Animal Crossing game. And they announced that a long time ago before the Switch was even announced. And that never fucking materialized because they probably had it for the Wii U and then they ported it over to the Switch. So, but they probably literally just started Metroid Prime 4 the morning of that announcement at E3. They're like, shit, anybody have any fonts available? Just do a big 4.
I heard reliable rumors that they were like barely, like they had like just started pre-production like that week.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
They wanted to get some announcement out there. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was agreeing.
Oh no, Sam was going to say something or no?
Oh no, I didn't have anything.
All right, good shit. Yeah, so anyways, a wild week of news. We got a bunch of news. This is Tokyo Game Show week, so expect a lot of stuff popping around.
We're going to see Goofy's dick in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Kingdom Hearts 3. Resonance of Fate is being remade. Or for like a 4K edition is coming out.
Final Fantasy 14 patch 4.4 is live.
What is that now? What encompasses that?
It's just more content.
Is it more content?
It's just they they do content updates all throughout the year every time they release an expansion, and this is just more content off the most recent expansion, which I reviewed, and you can read over at SideQuesting.
SideQuesting.
You shaking your head at me, Tom?
Yeah, I hate that. I hate that so much. I heard you guys had like a radio announcer on here earlier.
Welcome everybody to the SideQuest, starring Tom the Beaver Johnson. I'm spitting up on my screen. That's it. Yeah, I'm sure there's other news. I'm sure there's other stuff. It's been an hour. I'm tired.
Oh, well, there's one more thing we should probably hit. Rockstar just announced Red Dead Online, and
dead game. Game is dead now.
Dipshit fanboys are losing their minds.
Why?
Because they're like, I can't believe Rockstar's out there talking about the online mode, and they haven't even talked about the main game yet. They're all about the money now and the microtransactions, and it's like, dog, they released a gameplay trailer like 2 weeks ago.
Did you see the guy who called it a multiplayer focused game?
Yeah, and there's this one dude called it a multiplayer focused game, and he tried to make like a meme on Reddit, and he fucking typoed it and shit like that, and everybody was just tearing into him, which was pretty great. But if you read the announcement, like it's like a 2-paragraph blurb on Rockstar's website, and then they link you to an interview they did with IGN, and then like the very first thing they say on that is covered on IGN is like, yeah, this isn't coming out with the single player; it's coming out later. So it's like
that's what they did with GTA 5, right?
Yeah.
So it's like everybody's like, I can't believe they're so microtransaction online focused. It's such bullshit. Just give us the cowboy game. And it's like, my dude, you're getting the cowboy game, and then you can't even have the online.
Oh my!
You have to wait. But
fucking fanboys.
It's been pretty entertaining today. Just watch people flip their lids over that shit.
I rely on you guys to send me all the good memes, all the good shit.
The internet fucking rocks.
Yeah. Anything else? That Fortnite. Anybody besides me believe that the Fortnite Switch console is going to sell a fuck ton at the holidays?
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, probably.
I feel like every kid that already has a Switch.
It could be, but I do think like every parent and grandparent and aunt and uncle are going to be shopping for their kids, and they're going to be like, "Well, that Fortnite game is really popular, and it's a Nintendo get it for them, perfect." So I think that's going to be I mean, you don't get shit for it. Fortnite's free. But they're still selling it for like $360. But you're gonna have parents and grandparents buying the crap out of that thing.
Yeah,
I think that's is gonna be the major seller this year.
Yeah, how whack are those Smash Joy-Cons?
The Smash. Oh, I don't know if I like those Smash Joy-Cons
in the Ultimate Edition or whatever.
Yeah.
I just love how they presented them, where they were like leading into a very dramatic moment, and those 2 lines come, and I'm like, cool, where's the rest of it? And that's it. It's just those 2 lines.
They just painted 2 lines on there.
I was expecting it to be like a different color or something.
Yeah, like characters on it or something. No, just 2 lines. It was like, okay.
I don't know, man.
You know what? I think we do need because one thing that more and more of us on site are doing is buying these special controllers and these little special versions. I think maybe we should focus more on that kind of shit, because it's like collecting shoes. I have more controllers than I need for like the Xbox and the PS4 and the Switch. Like legitimately, the Switch can have 8 controllers at a time, but I have like 16 Joy-Cons or whatever the fucking amount is. I don't have the other red and blue Joy-Cons. But I think you need to actually get the console for the other.
Which other red and blue one?
Because there was the neon ones, and there was an actual red. Sorry, there was an actual red one from the Mario Odyssey version.
Yeah, I have those.
You bought those separately?
No, my brother got it, and
nice. Okay.
I traded him grays.
When people first started talking about like all these different colors for Joy-Cons, like when I guess when the first set came out, like way back in the day, I always thought it would be really funny to do like a very serious tone, like hardware review video series where you're just reviewing the controllers. The only thing that's different about them is that they're different colors, so it's a pointless endeavor. But you have to do it so seriously.
Now, this version of the controller, the buttons actually feel exactly the same, which Nintendo did a good job. But you know what? So I see that Fortnite one, and it's that neon red and neon blue from the other one. But if they made that, yeah, that's the one I own. But if they made those controllers white, I would rebuy the fuck out of that system. There's no white Switch controllers. There's no white Switch box, which I kind of understand why, but give me some whitest controllers. All right, anything else, my beautiful people? Any more dongs we need to look at? Or
me and Tom are going to talk about Spider-Man for the next 40 minutes.
All right,
What?
I'm signing up. Do your fucking spoiler cast, and then
I
we'll,
think
Yo, it's fucking wild when he fucking hung dong right in that last scene, wasn't it?
I can't believe he tore his pants right off. He was just like, ah!
we do have a bunch
Right
of
in
shows
the middle of
coming
the feast center. He's like, yo, snack on this.
We'll snack on. That's our next podcast. We're gonna call it "Snack on This," and it'll be our food podcast, or it'll be our Pornhub.
He's still wearing his mask, but Aunt May's like, I recognize that donger anywhere. Open up a whole bunch of new questions about their relationship and why he's willing to make a deal with the devil to bring her back to life. You know what I'm saying?
All right, we're gonna have a PAX West focused one with JJ and Katie. We're gonna chat about a lot of the cool stuff they saw over there. We're gonna do the Spider-Man spoiler warning or spoiler cast, whatever we want to call it, and then we'll get back onto this shiznit. So until then, you can find us at SideQuesting.com, at SideQuesting on all the social medias. Find me at Dolly Domovsky, asleep and tired and bored. Where can we find you, that Tom Johnson?
You can find me at that Tom Johnson on Twitter. If you want to go there, I'll probably be. You can see my trigonometry of trying to figure out the exact length of Batman's flaccid penis.
I need a full report on this. Aaron, where can we find yours?
You can find me on Twitter at ScrattyBones. You can find me on Twitch at ScrattyBones. My guess is 4.5 inches.
Probably. It looks about that. Like, that's my ballpark guess.
Yeah,
that's literally your ballpark.
I eyeballed it.
Oh, goodness. And Sam, my wonderful, wonderful young man, where can we find you? My beautiful boy.
What do you think about Batman's dick?
I don't know. I've not seen Batman's dick, nor will I seek the bat naked.
Hey, listen, you don't gotta look far at all. Just click NSFW in our Discord.
Yeah, it's right there.
All right, fine. I'll click it. Hold on.
Right now, I need this live reaction.
At SamDI79 on Twitter. I think I tweeted about Snapple once this week.
What about Snapple?
If you want to see any of Sam's tweets, follow the SideQuesting account because all it does is retweet Sam's tweets.
Yeah, I don't get it. That seems rude. And somebody brought up the good point that champagne also makes a noise when you open it, but I was more talking when you open champagne, there's usually like a reason you're opening champagne and everyone in the room is already aware you're opening that champagne. I'm talking about if you're sitting in the library or like a coffee shop and it's a quiet atmosphere and everybody's keeping themselves, you just pop off a Snapple in the middle of that den, and all of a sudden everybody knows you're drinking Snapple because it just made the loudest pop ever to let you know it was safe. So it's enjoy the Snapple, I guess, and public embarrassment.
Tom, I got a serious question for you here.
Yeah.
Now in that third panel, he's definitely flaccid, but in that fourth panel, is he getting a semi?
I don't know. Maybe he's just very girthy because it's still like he's still hanging and dressing to the right. Like, so it doesn't look erect at all.
It's got a curve to it, though.
Unbelievable.
Like, defo flaccid in that third panel.
Oh, yeah, 100%. That fourth panel, though, is making me wonder.
Yeah. I gotta bump the brightness. Got iPhone enhance.
Didn't Apple just release software that lets you measure shit? Like,
yeah. So
oh my god, that's a great idea.
Here's the thing: the last panel, though, his dick is still shorter than his balls hang.
Yep, that's Batman. that's canon, motherfucker.
So we'll report back next week with more on this important.
We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna drill down to the core of this issue.
Yeah. Did you look at it yet, Sam?
I did. I saw it. I don't know how else to comment on his dick and also wrap things up.
You could tweet about it.
Maybe he should wrap up his flaccid dick.
All right, let's fucking end this monstrosity.
All right, everybody. We'll see you in the next SideQuest. Bye, Jeff.
Tom. What about that? What about that Spider-Man ending, Tom?
Oh, it's really good.
Yeah, it is.
You know that after credits when the thing comes out?
Right?
Quite literally.
Oh.